Okay. I promise 100%. Okay. I thought about it and rethought about it. We moved in the new house in 82. So then Empire Strikes Back was 80. We moved in the new house in 82. Return of the Jedi came out in 83. And going back to things that my mom, we ordered, we had JCPenney, Sears, and Avon. Possibly Avon. But I remember at the new house, so we moved in at 82. I'm thinking 83, 84. Probably 84. I was outside playing, and my mom went to the mailbox and got some mail. And she had this brown cardboard box, and she just handed it. She just gave it to me while I was outside playing. I was in front. And inside was this Tebow, this figure, the figure, well, the whole figure, yeah. A detachable limb, C3PO. If I can give him the stand, he's pretty beat. A Chewbacca. And, like I said, this is 84. A solid dome R2. Now, you ask me, what makes you think those are your exact specific childhood toys? One, these are the only four I have had. This detachable limb C3PO arm, the peg broke, and I super glued it, and you can see where the split is. And I know this is my Chewbacca, because one, his arms turned green, and of course everything went into the bathtub. So there's still, you can see it on top of his head, and like in his feet, soap scum. And this is the only R2 I had, and his legs got ripped off, and I destroyed his sticker. These are the only four Star Wars figures I had right here. That's the only Ewok I had, the only detachable limb C3PO, that Chewbacca, the only Chewbacca I had, and this is the only two I had with a solid dome. So I kept them in a bag. All his stuff got lost. I have no idea what happened to the backpack. I don't know what happened to his blaster. And I was 5. That's why he got tore up. But I kept them. I kept them all. They was in a sandwich bag. And then in 80, 95, 96, 97, in high school. And I got with some guys that they liked Star Wars. They was into Star Wars, and they was into Boba Fett, and I thought Boba Fett was overrated, but they was into it, so I got back into it with them. I remember watching the movies on TBS. I did get them in 90 on VHS from Fox Video Home Release. I still have. These are I kept them out, and then I decided to find them, and I found them, what I had left. And then in 2011, I started my collecting. And like one of the big pieces I got was like the Jabba the Hutt throne. And I had some random, like, I got Jedi Luke and a R5D4. And that was kind of random how I got my figures. So what I did was if I had a scene, I'd want to complete a scene. So, okay, in this scene is Chewbacca, Han and Luke, whatever. I got an Obi-Wan and a sand trooper, and a sand person. I need an R2 and a C-3PO for that, and then I got the speeder, Luke speeder, so I got a Obi-Wan and a Luke and a C-3PO and R2 for it. I was just completing little scenes. So I decided I wanted to complete the Ewoks, so I had my T-bow, and I got online and got all his parts. So that's the only T-bow I have. And then, like, whenever the sand people, like, ambushed Luke, and C-3PO fell over and his arm fell off, well, that's what detachable limb took his arm off. So, and then this Chewbacca, I'm 99% sure because I knew his limbs did go green, but my neighbor, he did have some, and for some reason, I jacked one of his Chewbaccas. And like, I already had one, but I'm pretty sure that's him. That's mine. And then the R2, watching videos, toy ploy, retro blasting, analog toys. You learn, well, it was mostly a toy ploy, how to fix his legs, and scraped all his old sticker off. Got some little screws and some PTFE tape, and put the screws in his legs, and then put his body back together, and got him a new sticker, and cleaned him up. He's not worth anything, but he's mine, and he is my first, and he is my only original, so he's priceless to me. He's not worth anything to anybody else. But like I said, see how bath time, how rusty he is inside. Like I said, that's a solid dome I got in 83, possibly 84. Yeah. So, like I said, whenever I was filling out those scenes, okay, there's T-bow with the Ewoks. I needed C-3PO. Put him over here. I kept track of my R2. I got the Ewok playset. Now Chewbacca, I found him. He is in the cantina. I was like, I need to put them all together. So I was like, okay, I went through all my C-3POs, and I only have him and one. I have three. I got one with my Bespin whenever they're walking down the corridor, so I have one backpack. Then my other is in the Jabba's palace behind Jabba. He's a really nice shape. And then him was with the sand people, with his arm off. So I was like, I need to do some switching around, but I'm trying to keep the Empire figures with the Empire figures, the Star Wars with Star Wars, Jedi with Jedi, but I don't have enough detachable limb. So I need to replace C-3PO and find me another detachable limb. And I need to find me a new T-bow, because I want to put them in the Ewok playset together. And then R2 was good, and then Chewbacca, I just switched him out. So I needed a detachable limb, C-3PO. And I have one here. I was looking on eBay, but I went to that Shady Lane vendor mall there in south of Terre Haute, and he had a tote, small tote, and I was digging through it, and I found a detachable limb C-3PO. This is the first time I got him out, so I'm going to throw him together real quick. See what he looks like. He's pretty beat, but like I said, they was in the desert, so they was pretty beat looking anyhow. So, oh, his pegs broke off inside. But this is the arm that's broke off anyhow, so I wonder if I could push that. I bet I could. I'll push that out and reglue it. I can push it out through that side, and I can reglue that. That's funny, it's the same arm. I'll do that, but it'll stay in for now. So there's him. And then I was digging through I almost forgot because I was looking at other stuff too. I needed an Ewok, and I was looking in that tote, and I found me a new T-bow. The only Ewok I think that was in that tub. The goodies. So I got me a T-bow, and he's got his horn. I gave him bathies. The rubber, the figure's okay, but I think it's soft. The softer plastic bits are. So I don't know if I can get it in his hand or not. It's pretty closed up. Doesn't look like it's ever in that one. You gotta find a sweet spot to get him in his hand. Yeah, there we go. He'll be left-handed. So yeah. Alright, so I got him to replace my childhood one. And that broken C-3PO to replace my broken C-3PO. And then pretty well, the back of his leg. That's my childhood one. And his shoulder, but pretty good shape. Alright, good enough. So yeah, those are some bits. The close up some odds and ends. It wasn't too bad. I think T-bow was 20. They wanted like 25 for him online, and that C-3PO I think was like 12. So that's fine with me. Oh. And I found he had a spare pot of bits and parts. And I found C-3PO's little cargo net. That's dirty. It must have been used. So I'll put that. I got a really nice detachable limb C-3PO. I'll put that with it. I don't know how it went. I think it was like that. Yeah, it was like that. I can show you. Let's do that. You need the figure stand. The Chewbacca itself ain't gotta hold it up, so it's vinyl. It was used. Stuff like that you don't. It's surprised you keep track of. Yeah. That's like huge. Let's see, which one do I want to use? I use this one. I think his head was on. Wasn't his head on backwards? I just do it like that. I would have displayed one, but like I said, he doesn't stand. I have to look at a picture to see how he's configured in there. Let's just see if I can get him in there. Did he have an arm? I think he had an arm, didn't he? He have an arm probably backwards. Yeah, good enough. Alright. At least you're still in one piece. Look what happened to me. Oh. Yeah, see. You gotta lean him way forward too. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, thanks for watching. That was awesome. Like, comment, subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Remember, we're all John Lab Pulse, I guess. Take care.